Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do some drawing for my favorite holiday, Thanksgiving. You'll need some paper, something to draw with, and some crayons. Let's get started. Since we're talking about one of my favorite holidays, Thanksgiving, I thought it'd be fun to draw a Pilgrim Boy and a Pilgrim Girl. You're going to start on the left side of your paper, and you're going to make a nice big U or smile face. You're going to do the same thing on the other side of your paper. But let's start with this first smile or U. Underneath, I'm going to make two short lines. Next, I'm going to make a hill shape that goes from the bottom of the page to the other side. Just like this. Right underneath where I made those two short lines, I'm going to draw two V's. On the sides of the U, I'm going to draw a forward C and a backward C. At the top of that U that I made, I'm going to make some wavy lines that go from one side to the other. Next, I'm going to make a long line going across the top. Two short lines on the sides, and I'll connect it at the top to make a nice long rectangle. I'm going to find about where I made those U shapes, but above the rectangle, and I'm going to make two lines up. And I'm going to connect them at the top. Inside this square, I'm going to draw a smaller square and then another smaller square right inside. I'm going to draw lines on either side of those squares. They go all the way across to the other sides of the hats. I'm going to add details for a face, like a smile, circles for cheeks, a nose, circles for eyes, and I'm going to darken in the eyes to make my Pilgrim Boy. Next, let's move on to the Pilgrim Girl. I'm going to start right underneath that U again and make two short lines. I'm going to make that mountain shape again that goes from one side to the other. Underneath the two short lines, I'm going to draw two curvy lines, curve and curve. On the sides of the U's, I add a forward C and a backward C. I'm going to make some smile shapes or cloud shapes right at the top of my U. But this time I'm going to close it by making those same lines up top. This time they kind of look like short rainbows. On both sides of those C's, or now you can see their ears, I'm going to make two short lines that come out. And I'm going to connect them with a large rainbow shape. I'm going to make another rainbow shape that starts about in the middle where I made that U and comes around to the other side, just like this. Next, I add details for a face, like a smile, circles for cheeks, a nose, more circles for eyes, smaller circles inside that I darken in for eyeballs, and to make some lips, I make a rainbow line, and then another short smile on the bottom. Now I have my Pilgrim Boy and my Pilgrim Girl. So let's color in our picture. All right, we've colored in our picture, and you see that I also included a trick word at the bottom of my page. Trick words or sight words or know by heart words are words that we need to memorize. This week, we're practicing this word, and. Read it with me. And. Spell it with me. A-N-D. The word is and. We're going to use some other trick words to build a whole sentence. Let's take a look at some of those words. We have see, S-E-E, the, T-H-E, the, can, C-A-N, can, boy, B-O-Y, boy, girl, G-I-R-L, girl, I, uppercase I, and the word we're going to practice this week, and, A-N-D, and. You can write somewhere on your paper, or you can use special writing paper, just like I do. The sentence that we're going to write is, I can see the Pilgrim Boy and the Pilgrim Girl. When we write, we start at the top and the left. And I'm going to start with that word I. Do you remember how to spell it? Uppercase I. When I write, I include finger spaces. So I'm going to read what I wrote, and then we're going to put a finger space. I can. I'm going to put that finger space. Do you remember how to spell can? C-A-N, can. Let's read what we have. I can see. Do you remember how to spell see? Add a finger space and write S-E-E-C. Let's read what we have. I can see the. Do you remember how to spell the? Put a finger space, write T-H-E, the. Let's read what we have again. I can see the Pilgrim. Do you know how to spell pilgrim? That wasn't a trick word, but I can put the first sound that I hear in pilgrim, which is P. If your child is ready to sound out all the words or knows how to write, feel free to write the whole word pilgrim. This is a word that's written just how it sounds. Let's read what we have. I can see the Pilgrim Boy. Do you remember how to spell boy? I add that finger space and write B-O-Y, boy. Let's read what we have again. I can see the Pilgrim Boy and. Do you remember how to spell and? That's the word we're working on this week. Put a finger space and write A-N-D, and. Let's get our fingers ready and read again. I can see the Pilgrim Boy and the. Do you remember how to spell the? We just wrote it up here. I add a finger space and write T-H-E, the. Get your fingers ready. Let's read what we have. I can see the Pilgrim Boy and the, and I'm gonna write Pilgrim again. I'm just gonna make my paper a little longer. Do you remember what sound we heard at the beginning of Pilgrim? If you said P, you are right. And again, if your child's ready to write all the sounds, feel free to have them write Pilgrim or whichever sounds they hear. Remember, we're learning to write and we're starting right at the basics. Let's read what we have. I can see the Pilgrim Boy and the Pilgrim Girl. Do you remember how to spell girl? Add a finger space and write G-I-R-L, girl. Let's read everything that we wrote. I can see the Pilgrim Boy and the Pilgrim Girl. What do I use to stop my sentence? I use a period. Periods are what stop sentences. And now my sentence is complete and we can read our sentence fluently. Fingers ready? I can see the Pilgrim Boy and the Pilgrim Girl. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed drawing the Pilgrim Boy and the Pilgrim Girl. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I'll be back with more guided drawing and fun lessons. Bye!